Gather around. It's time for the show to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, this is...
Hey everyone, my name is Jason.
Hi friends, it's Desiree Josen.
All right, there were so many matches this year that were just too much.
So this won't be a shocker because we've had a handful of really awesome matches that we just can't stop talking about.
How many times have these guys fought? Like it's been quite a bit.
I've been saying this all year. They're just so great to watch. We saw the heel turn coming, and then when it happened, nice and bloody, both dramatic and beautiful.
You are now entering the ring with Chutes and Ladders podcast. Here are your hosts, Desiree and Jason.
Chutes and Ladders, Boomerangs to Bodyslams. What's going on, everyone? My name is Jason.
Hi friends, it's Desiree Josen.
We have a very special episode today called Boomerangs to Bodyslams, the Aussie Superstars. With WWE heading to Perth, Australia for Crown Jewel, we thought it would be perfect timing to highlight the incredible Australian talent making waves in pro wrestling today. From AEW to WWE, NXT to international tours, Australia has given us some of the brightest stars in the business. Let's break it down. What are your initial thoughts, Des?
Well, good day, mate. I love this group of Australians, and when you think about it, when you think of wrestling, you don't think of Australia. You think of, the US, maybe Mexico, maybe Canada, Japan, places like that. But, I want to say for the past, good 10, 15 years, they've been putting out a good amount of talent, and I'm glad that they're getting the recognition that they're getting. And, with WWE going back to Perth, not just for one PLE, but for Raw and SmackDown. So they're getting a good full week of exposure. So it's going to be great. So yeah, let's get to it.
And we are going to get to it with a superstar that you and I both love, Toni Storm of AEW. Timeless Toni is AEW's best superstar in my humble opinion. Many titles that are attributed to her name. The impact, she reinvented herself with the vintage Hollywood gimmick, proving versatility. Des, let's talk about her. Has Toni hit her stride, or is there more to go?
There is so much more. This girl is like an onion. She's got tons of layers. She is just now getting started. And to think, just a couple of years ago, she was just like the side piece to Saraya and Ruby Soho. So remember when she walked out as like rocker Toni, which she was beautiful and great and still good. But when she revamped herself to Timeless Toni and then adopted Mariah May, that was one of the best things AEW has ever done. And with her holding a title for that long, usually, you get kind of bored. We never got bored. And we have multiple episodes putting this woman on a pedestal. And if you want to go back and watch them, please do. But she is spectacular. She is so great on the mic. She is magnetic. You can't keep your eyes off of her. And she's fantastic in the ring. So how could we not love her? And she is truly the star of AEW.
Yeah, everything you just said, I will echo. Please go back and watch these episodes. Our highest viewed episode is one of her spotlights. But look, she has it technically. She obviously has the looks. She has the mic skills. She has the creativity. We can go on and on, but we had to start this show off with the bang, and we did. We love you, Toni.
Yeah.
All right, next superstar we're going to go to is rising superstar Grayson Waller, currently on SmackDown. Now was paired with Austin Theory. Now is kind of doing different things. He definitely has some charisma. He's definitely a good heel. You and I were actually talking about this off camera. Des, is Waller the next breakout Aussie for WWE?
I love this guy. I can't say enough about him. And he has moved to Raw. So, But what's cool about him is he's versatile, so he can jump back and forth from SmackDown to NXT. So, I think anytime he can get some TV time, he'll get it. So I appreciate that. But there's something about him with him in NXT, and he started the Grayson Waller effect that tells you a lot. That WWE gave him a mic and a show, because they don't do that to many people, because some of them aren't that strong to carry that. So, it's a big comparison, but very similar to Roddy Piper, how he had his show. So that tells you he's good. He's a very good mouthpiece. But he is strong. You can see the change in his body. He looks amazing right now. And he won the tag titles at Mania with Austin Theory. And then now he's with the New Day as Big G and has this big thing about Penta. So I really enjoy watching him. He's not bad to look at either. And, I think he's a superstar. And, now that they've joined forces with ESPN, he's a big sports guy. So you get to see him too on some of their shows talking about football and whatever sports related things. So it's really cool to see him. I think he's got a lot of potential.
Yeah, 100%. I think they're still trying to fill out where he fits in best, but there's nothing wrong with them. Just like you said, he kind of can jump back and forth between Raw and SmackDown, so we'll see where he ends up. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of promise, and listen, hopefully he gives us some really good matches too, maybe a singles title run. I think that would definitely elevate him.
Such a good heel.
All right, now we're going to roll into AEW's Buddy Matthews. He obviously has multiple titles with WWE and, just kind of throughout his career. He's one of the most consistent, hard-hitting workers of this generation. Des, do you think Buddy gets enough credit for his in-ring ability?
I think he's very underrated. And when I see him in AEW, granted he's out right now for an ankle injury, but when I have seen him in the past, the first thing I say out loud, I was like, oh my God, his body. That man is massive and fit, and he's really fun to watch in the ring. And even though he looks very mysterious, he plays along with the crowd and the heckler, so it's really fun to see someone that big play along. But I love him, and he is married to Rhea, so that goes hand in hand there. But he's held multiple titles with NXT and WWE. Joined forces in AEW and part of House of Black. So I think when he comes back from his injury, he's just going to be a massive star. But, I really think he's underrated.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. And you know what? He's someone else that when given the opportunity and given the TV time, he's actually made the most of it. Mm-hmm. I definitely think they should kind of really just push him more. I mean, there's so many different ways they can kind of take him, but anytime he's actually had a match, it's always been intriguing. So I hope they kind of see more in him and do more with him later this year.
Yeah.
All right, now Harley Cameron. All right, this one is an interesting one. Look, there's a lot of charisma, a lot of crossover appeal, and obviously previous entertainment experience. Des, how high is Harley's ceiling in AEW right now?
You know what? She is just progressively just getting better and better. But you said it. She's entertainment. So she's not just a wrestler. She is beautiful, but she can also sing. She's that funny girl, the ventriloquist with that what is it, a beaver? I don't know what it is. But she's just so funny. And I think that's what makes her a star, and that's why we love watching her on TV. She doesn't have to be in the ring all the time to be body slamming girls. She could be just sitting, cutting a promo and just making us laugh. And that's what makes her very special. But she has been back in the ring. She's been tagging a lot. I think she's got a lot of potential if she just takes advantage of that TV time and getting the fans to love her as much as we do. So yeah, I'm a fan. I say in the next 5 years, she could be something really big.
Yeah, look, there's a lot of career ahead of her, so as long as she continues to work on her craft, get more over with the crowd, I think there's a place for her, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, now to the main event. This is the centerpiece of WWE's women's division.
I love this woman so much. She brings me so much joy. I will praise her nonstop, but I love her. I think she is just the prototype of a female wrestler. She is strong. She is beautiful. She's good on the mic. She can do different things promo wise. She is so lovable. She can be hateable. A lot of my friends do not like her. And I'm like, I love her. She's mommy to me. And I never wanted to be body slammed so badly by a woman like her, but also want to hug her. She is so sweet, and you can tell she just loves what she does. She is a true wrestling fan, and I think that's why we love it, because she is living her dream, but she's also living our dream too. And I think she's deserved everything that she has worked for. She has started from the bottom as this beautiful young face in Australia. I think she was 17 when WWE scouted her and was like, we need you a little bit older. We'll come back for you. And they did. And look at her now. She is going to be a future Hall of Famer. She is a knockout. I love her. I can't say enough, and I'm gloating. So you take over.
Look, she's arguably the biggest star in Australian wrestling history. She's definitely the face of women's wrestling today. She's so beloved by everyone behind the scenes in the locker room. She's definitely one of the leaders. I mean, as far as just accolades, just like you said, she could retire tomorrow. She'll be in the Hall of Fame. She's going to headline more Manias than we can probably count. The only thing, there's no knock. The only thing I would say is we don't know where the sky is, because she continuously pushes that level. But yeah, there's a very specific reason why we wanted to make her the main event of this episode, because we have only glowing things to say.
I say, you put Rhea's name on anything, it's going to be gold.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. All right, and as far as overall final thoughts, look, from Japan to Mexico to Australia, international talent continues to shape the future of pro wrestling. Right now, though, Australia might be producing stars at a higher rate than anywhere else. Des, what are your final thoughts? Because that's actually an interesting topic of conversation.
Yeah, I think that's great. And I feel like Rhea is the one that's opening the doors and the opportunities for other Australians. They're being scouted more, and they're being welcomed over. And so we're slowly seeing more in NXT, AEW, Ring of Honor, TNA, everywhere. But it's also opening doors for other countries as well. So it's expanding the industry to more talent that we didn't think, really, never really thought of. So I'm really excited to see where we could be in the next 5 to 10 years of the diversity of what this business is.
Yeah, no doubt. And look, kind of like what we just said, now that the WWE Network and the PLEs are on the ESPN app or Netflix overseas, there's going to be more exposure internationally. Mm-hmm. So this is only going to become a bigger phenomenon internationally. I think we're going to see more superstars, but definitely in Australia right now, you are it.
Yeah.
All right, that actually wraps up this episode. What are your thoughts on Australia's impact on pro wrestling? Shoot us a DM at the Shoots and Ladders. And like always, please like, share, and subscribe both on YouTube and Spotify. Once again, my name is Jason.
I'm Desiree Josen.
All right, until next time, have a blessed day and a blessed week.
Have a great week. Bye, friends.
This has been Shoots and Ladders. Follow us for more content.